Planning to fly soon. There's a new fee travelers need to know about. TSA is charging passengers who arrive at the airport without a real ID.
Leslie Moreno is live at the Real ID Supercenter in downtown with what this means for you. Leslie.
Hey guys, good evening. TSA had planned an $18 penalty fee for anyone who shows up to the airport without a real ID. That penalty fee has now been increased to $45, and it goes into effect starting February 1st. You can see here behind me the line of people waiting to get their real ID. This is at the Real ID Supercenter here on Clark. Officials say the goal is to make sure everybody is ready before the Real ID becomes mandatory in 2027. The Real ID has been in the works for years, and TSA says it's a key part of strengthening security and standardizing identification across the states. The goal here is full compliance by May 5th, 2027, when the Real ID will be required for domestic flights. The updated penalties applies when someone arrives at the airport and doesn't have a real ID or a compliant form of identification. TSA says the fee helps cover the additional screening steps required in those cases. Illinois State Secretary says it's making it easier for families to get their real ID by adding more cashiers to its Real ID site, including launching a partnership with the Cook County Clerk's Office to help people get their documents, the documents they need to get their real ID.
This partnership means a designated cashier for Real ID related requests, updating the appointment system to designate Real ID specific appointments, and adding phone and email support to help customers directly. This is what we call reducing the time tax. We're cutting red tape, saving people time, and helping them avoid surprise fees. This is government working better for you. So please, don't wait. Get your Real ID today and avoid the expensive and unnecessary federal upcharge.
And take a good look at that number on your screen, 312-603-6278. If you have any Real ID questions, you can call that hotline. TSA says it's also working to get the word out early to help avoid any last-minute surprises at the airport. If you don't already have your Real ID yet, you can set up an appointment with the DMV or here at the Real ID Super Site Center on Clark. You can see the line here closes at 5 here. No appointment needed, but you are encouraged to make one. Again, the Real ID will be mandatory starting 2027, and that penalty fee of $45 will go into effect starting February 1st. We'll, of course, have all of this information on fox32chicago.com. For now, reporting live here in the Loop, Leslie Moreno, Fox 32 Chicago.